Defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence.
All right, getting started here. Welcome everybody, welcome. All right, welcome to night 73 of Ukraine war coverage. I'm your host, Andrew Mercado, and you guys are watching this live on Mercado Media. There were 6 strikes today in the city of Odesa. That's a southwestern city in Ukraine. We'll be talking about that. Snake Island, absolutely destroyed by 2 Ukrainian Su-27 fighter pilots. I mean, Russian forces have that thing occupied. They had it occupied ever since the Ukrainian soldiers said, Russian warship, go F yourself. And they were captured. Russian forces have had that island under siege until just recently. Fires are increasing in Russia. I mean, they're very far east of Moscow, but we'll be talking about that. Russia's getting ready for its May 9th Victory Day parade. We'll be talking about that as well. All that and much more. Tonight is member night and supporter night. Make sure you grab that badge on Facebook, or make sure you become a member on YouTube to be able to chat. This is the only night that I do that, Saturday nights. Until then, comment where you guys are tuned in from. I'll turn the chat over after the intro. I'll see you guys after the intro again. Welcome to Mercado Media. All right, everybody, again, welcome back to another night of coverage of the war in Ukraine. I'm your host, Andrew Mercado, and it is supporter night. The chat is set to supporter only on both YouTube and Facebook. Again, thank you to everybody that does support monthly. It is completely optional, but everybody can still watch, but this is the night that the members and supporters are able to chat and kind of see who the community is in our platforms. All right, you guys can follow along on the description of our videos. All right, Ukraine latest. Vyacheslav Volodin, Speaker of the lower house of parliament, the Duma, accused the U.S. of direct involvement in military action against Russia. Washington is essentially coordinating and developing military operations. Directly participating in military actions against Russia, he said. The U.S. and other Western allies have supplied Ukraine with heavy weapons, but repeatedly said they won't take part in fighting. Governor, Russian aviation strikes Sumy Oblast with missiles. One person injured. Russian attacks on the areas near the towns of Khotin and Myropillia on May 7th, according to Governor Sumy Oblast Dmytro Zhyvytsk. 6 missiles hit the southern Ukrainian port city of Odesa on Saturday, spokeswoman for Ukraine's Southern Military Command for the country's public broadcaster. Spokeswoman Natalia Humeniuk said 4 rockets hit the furniture factory in a residential area, while the other 2 struck an already damaged runway strip. She added that the information on the casualties are yet to be were being clarified. Russian shelling destroys museum in Kharkiv Oblast. The Hirlori Savorda National Museum was attacked late on May 6th. The building was destroyed, however, the most valuable exits have been moved to a safe place in advance. The U.S. Department of Defense has announced a new ninth $150 million military aid package to Ukraine. The aid package will include 25,155 millimeter artillery shells, 3 anti-artillery systems, electronic jamming equipment, and spare parts for vehicles. All women, children, and the elderly have been evacuated from the Azovstal plant, Deputy Prime Minister Vyacheslav said on May 7th. The evacuation of the civilians have been completed. The highly fortified Azovstal plant in Mariupol and the Donetsk Oblast is being stormed by Russian troops. All right, and that is the latest in Mariupol, and that is the latest on our rundown in our description. So we're going to go into the country now and go story to story, counterclockwise around, starting in the west. Again, like the video if you guys haven't, hit the like button, spam those reactions on Facebook. Shout out to all of our members and all of our supporters on Facebook and YouTube that help keep this thing going. All right. So to the west, we just have a bunch of air raid sirens, it seems, right now. All these markings on the map mean that they're air raid sirens. My brightness thing here. Well, I'm having a problem. A little brighter. All right. Ukrainian anti-missile defense systems that are likely taking care of a lot of these. Like a week ago, there was a lot of strikes, and now I'm just seeing a lot of air raid alarms. So they could have gotten reloaded, got another munition stock. Likely happenings, but all of these markings that are blue on your map are air raid alarms on the side of Ukraine. All of the red that you see on our map is Russian occupied territory within the country of Ukraine. This is the Donbass. This is to the east. This dark region here that's outlined. Russia's had this occupied since 2014. Down here to the south, this is Crimea. Russia's had this annexed since 2014. They've had this occupied since 2014. All of the red shaded areas within Ukraine that aren't dark shaded or don't have a dark outline have been since the invasion began, right? And that is how the map works. And then the red markings on the map are Russian side happenings within the country. So looks like the first news story that isn't an air raid alarm that we can touch on is in Odesa. 12 hours ago, missiles striking in Odesa. And we actually have some video we can go through as well on our Twitter. That's a little clearer here. Let's go here. Russians struck 6 missiles in Odessa with a strategic aircraft. 4 missiles hit a civilian enterprise with a residential area was damaged. A fire also broke out. Rescuers are working on the site. Info about the wounded is also being clarified. 2 missiles hit the previous destroyed runway. Hey, thank you so much, Brian. I see that. Now let's go into some video in Odessa. Starting with here. The Russian missile attack in Odessa aviation plant attack confirmed. Alright, we're gonna go to the second video that we have here. More from Odessa from 8 hours ago. Russian missiles are continuing to reach the city of Odessa. Hello, hey everybody. Let me see who do we got here from members in the chat. We got Fahrenheit, Coach, Michelle, Rose, Darren, Jay, Nora, Teresa. How you doing? CJ, it is what it is. Jessica Mo, how you doing? Fallon, Thomas, Paula, Jay, Sarandis, how you doing? I see Deborah on Facebook, Christina, Angela, Helen. Check in, members and supporters. Drop a comment. Southwestern port city of Odessa. And then this was daytime cruise missile attacks on Odessa. Right. Missile strikes in the city of Odessa, southwestern port city. And then the biggest clip that's come out now, and I played it at the beginning of the before the intro, is of Snake Island. And there's been more and more Baraktar TB2 footage coming out of the island. But 4 hours ago, 2 Ukrainian Su-27 striking Russian facilities on the famous Snake Island in the Black Sea in remarkable footage filmed by a TB2 drone. So this is on Snake Island, the same island that the Ukrainian soldiers told the Russian warship to go F itself. And it's been completely, I mean, you'll see what happens. You can watch that like 20 more times. That's Snake Island. Again, Russian forces had that occupied. Right? They had the 2 buildings. Let's look at that on the... See what it looks like from the satellite. Little island. Snake Island. Here it is. So these are the buildings that were just destroyed in that clip that Russian forces were occupying in here. It's a very small island, but everything on that island just got destroyed in that video. Everything you saw on the island in that was just taken out. So here it is from the Baraktar drone. Thank you, John. He said snake eater. So that's this building right here that just got completely destroyed. Is this one? What was this one? Okay, and then you can see the secondary strike behind it Let me see, is it fixed? Oh dear. Is it fixed now, YouTube? Hold on, let's let it correct. I'm waiting for YouTube to fix. It buffered for a sec, but it's back to normal. What the hell? Great. Buffering intermittently. All right, hold on. We're gonna wait. We're gonna make sure we're good to go first before I continue. Make sure we're good. Are we good to go, everybody? Refresh the stream if you haven't. People coming back in. I'm gonna wait before I continue. Give it a second. We're good to go, everybody? Check into the stream if you guys can see. I might have to. It's all good now, JF? It's working now? Okay. We're good to go? I can continue? Alright, perfect. Alright. Sweet. We're gonna have to share the stream to Facebook. Facebook dropped off again. Now my new strategy, if Facebook causes the glitch, I'm just ending Facebook immediately. So we'll share the stream to the Facebook page. Hopefully the Facebook viewers will join us over here on YouTube. Alright, it's better. Perfect. Alright, so back to what I was doing. So the first building that you see destroyed in the video is this red top on Snake Island. Alright, I'll play the video back. This is the first building that you see destroyed. Building that you see in the back is this building. Alright. Still like buffering on my end. Yeah, hopefully it'll hold, y'all. Alright, hopefully it'll hold. And then these green buildings, you said green buildings in the other side of the island is the secondary attacks that you see. I do apologize for the buffering tonight. I don't know what's going. I haven't had problems with the connection in quite some time. But you see the secondary strikes on the left side of your screen. Those are the set of green buildings that are just completely destroyed. Alright, cool. Then they blew up again. So they must have had an ammunition stockpile. But the whole thing is destroyed. Not many buildings over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or was it a tank that they hit? I'm not quite sure what this object is. You had to restart and it's good now? Okay. As long as it's good to go. Okay. So that's Snake Island. That's what it looks like. That's the geography of it. They have a really high definition image of Snake Island. I tell you what. Super high definition image. Alright, everything's good, chat? Awesome. Thank you guys for sticking with it and being an awesome audience. I'll figure something out for Facebook. I'll do something. But it's just not. I've tried everything. I've been researching all day long on how to get it to work, and it just still is being a pain. Alright. So now that is Snake Island. Let's work our way over north of Mykolaiv. There was a shelling 12 hours ago. Thank you, Jennifer. Welcome. Mykolaiv, there's 3 shellings in the city of Mykolaiv. I will also be streaming the May 9th Victory Day parade in Russia. I think we calculated it to be at 3 in the morning on Monday. It's gonna be at a silly time. Working our way around the country. Russian aviation bombed a school hosting a shelter for civilians in Bilohorivka in the Luhansk region. We got some photos on Telegram. Bombed a school hosting a shelter for civilians in Bilohorivka. There's a school, so likely in this part of town. This is the only place we can drop in and see. Hey Danielle, welcome. This is the only place to drop in this city. Houses and infrastructure. I'm not seeing school that we can look at. No street views to drop in on. They're just gonna have to use the satellite. Gonna have to settle with the satellite image over Bilohorivka. Alright. More in the Donbass. Alright, we're not gonna do that one, but 2 boys were killed in the city. And there's an image and there's a whole story on it, but two boys have been killed. What is the name of the city? In Privyila. And then they posted the pictures on social media, so I'm not gonna pull that up again. We did cover that part earlier in the early stream if you guys didn't catch the afternoon stream. Russian army shelled Ivansky village in Zolochiv community, damaged 2 railway cars with grain. Thank you, Fallon. Let's translate this. On May 7th, the Russian military fired on the railway tracks in the village of Ivansky in the Zolochiv community. 2 wagons with wheat were damaged. People were not affected, said the head of the community, Viktor Kolovalenko. According to him, as a result of the shelling of Zolochiv himself, 1 residential private house was destroyed during the day, and another house was damaged by an explosive wave. As of 1800, there are no dead or injured in the community. As of 6 o'clock on May 7th, no dead or injured within the community. Right, that's the Telegram update from there. Work our way to Belgrade. This is in Russia. Air defense missile launch over Belgrade.
Твою мать. Твою мать. Сейчас будет взрыв нахрен.
So what do you guys think of the continuous missiles that's a launch from Belgrade? I don't know where that thing went to.
Твою мать. Сейчас будет взрыв нахрен.
It's gonna go somewhere. Right. Further northeast, there's another update on the map. 2 updates here. Su-35 aircraft bombed the Sumy region of Ukraine, the state border service, from 12 hours ago. Media is too big. View in Telegram. Translate this. Sumy region was fired upon from Su-35 aircraft to State Border Service. The State Border Service of Ukraine publishes a video of the consequences of today's airstrike in the Sumy region. It is alleged that the missile attack was carried out from an Su-35 aircraft. At the same time, the border guards claim that the Russian plane also fired at the territory of Russia. All right, and that is everything around the map from today. Now let's go into some articles, some things that we're tracking. Several dead after deadly blazes in Russia's Siberia, and this has to do with the Russian fires that have been occurring. There have been more and more happenings within Russia. At least 8 people died in Siberia on Saturday as fires ripped through hundreds of buildings in several villages with high winds hampering efforts to extinguish the blazes. In the Krasnoyarsk region, let's see where this is. It's about 1,900 miles east from Moscow. That's very far. Yeah, that's over there. There's Ukraine. Krasnoyarsk. There's killed at least 5 people in 16 settlements across Kasichinyoki and Sharpy Novosky districts, a local branch of Russia's investigative committee said in a statement, leading it to launch criminal proceedings for causing death by negligence. Thank you, Genie's Bot. Thanks, you truly are one of the best at covering this. Thank you so much. The local health ministry said that 17 people have been hurt, with 11 of them taken to the hospital, with TASS news agency reported. The Federal Forestry Agency said short circuits in power lines had caused 350 houses to catch fire, and that strong winds had exacerbated the situation, TASS had said. Aircraft cannot be used in fighting fires due to the high wind load. It posted video footage showing the sky darkened by smoke, with rescue workers buffeted by strong gusts as they tackled a number of blazes in rural areas with predominantly wooden buildings. Russia's Aerial Forest Protection Service later published footage of fires in wooden areas, all of which it said were quickly contained. The investigative committee also reported fires in the neighboring Khakissia region. Slightly further west, investigators in the Kryvyi region also launched criminal proceedings and said that burnt bodies of at least 3 people have been found in a residential building in the Zhyvytsk locality. More than 50 houses had caught fire. Both sets of investigators said work was continuing to determine the cause of the fires. Wow. So that is the update on the fires in Russia. I'm trying to find... I didn't save the video. See if I can find some video clips of it in Siberia. I had one up. Russia fire. Here it is. The forest fires in Russia are particularly bad this year. So this is saying forest fires. Politics from current affairs. The situation is the worst in the Krasnoyarsk region. So they're saying forest fires.
Через... Блядь, как бы нам тут нахуй не сгореть. Ебать, копай. Что происходит, блядь? Армагеддон, блядь. Через... Блядь, как бы нам тут нахуй не сгореть. Ебать, копай. Чё...
Forest fires in Siberia. The fires in Russia do not stop. This was posted on the 6th. The Vaklina market in Vladiskaz is on fire. Is this in Siberia still too? Oh wow, where's this? This was on the 6th. This was north of Georgia. Fires in Russia continue. Is the video good for everybody in the chat? Sorry, I'm having connection issues here and there. Won't happen again. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I won't try to connect Facebook again to it. I'm gonna have to figure out a good time for a Facebook stream. 23 hours ago, take a step away from Twitter, and the first thing I see when I come back is another fire in Russia, this time in Kursk. Daily events, there are reports. Thoughts. Daily fires.